This time they get a good swing.
What a great swing.
Oh, yeah. That's Hutchison again. And what is the added difficulty for, as we take a timeout here with the Falcons out to a 6-1 lead over Seneca, the added difficulty of trying to deal with a left-hand hitter?
Yeah, it can be a little tougher to read. The majority of players are right-handed, and so you get used to playing defense on that right-handed swing, where shots down the line are a little more difficult. That was a really nice cross-court shot there. So again, it's just a different aspect to be adjusting to.
We're back to the action here at the Cambrian Gym, Cambrian College in Sudbury. Brendan Connor with Lindsay Digby calling the bronze medal game for you. Fanshaw Falcons out to a 6-1 lead over the Seneca Sting due to some good serving that continues. And then this one is a little joust at the net, but Seneca comes away with the point this time.
Yeah, Forster sure knew what to do with that one. The ball was set a little bit tight, but he was able to make some adjustments last minute there. Not a full swing on it, but a nice tip to score.
So Aiden Kilpatrick back to serve it up for Seneca as they try to get back in this, trailing 6-2. Tight set there, some problem with the set, and they're going to give a touch on the net to that point's going to Fanshaw. A touch on the net by the Seneca defenders, I think.
Interesting. And it was somewhat after the play. He backed right into the net as the ball was going out of bounds.
So back to a 7-2 lead now, and Fanshaw's Evan Kirkpatrick serving. Good pass, and back they go to the outside swing, off hands and out. That's a good swing for Seneca. It's Sam Blakeston, the outside hitter from Australia, originally from Australia, scores for Seneca to get the ball back, and they trail 7-3. Seneca in red, Fanshaw in white and red. Jasper Kennedy put the serve, putting it in, nicely passed, and lots of choice for the setter.
No.
But,
he got it. What a reach.
Now, was that a mistake, or was that the fake swing and the tip?
Yeah, no, that was a bit of a miscue on the setter's part, but you know what? The left side was able to adjust with an extended reach with his left hand.
Really nice adjustment. Colin Hutchison back to serve now, 8-3 for the Fanshaw Falcons in this bronze medal game. That big booming left-hand serve, nicely passed though, and a quick set.
Oh, what a nice swing.
And a hammer there.
My gosh.
Congolo. I saw Seneca's big hitter, Congolo, last night, really putting some heat on that ball, and we got our first taste of it here on Saturday in the bronze medal game. 8-4 for Fanshaw over Seneca, and the Sting are back to serve. Back set and a tip, and that's going to go out of bounds, so Seneca will take that point. A little mistake from Fanshaw, choosing not to swing and roll the tip over, but a couple of feet out of bounds. 8-5 for the Falcons as Seneca serves it up again. Bit of a roll serve and trouble on the pass. Joust at the net. This will have to be a free ball. Let's see what Seneca, the dump by the setter.
Gosh, in the defense.
Seneca goes to the quick, and is that out or in? It's in. Big swing there, and must have been just on the line because there was some questions being raised by Fanshaw, but that was a great swing by Congolo. And they closed it to 8-6 now. Good pass, great set to the outside, off the hands. And a free ball. See what the Falcons can do with it. Struggle there, and that's going to go over.
Oh, dear. On two, and he mishits.
Congola swung there and well out of bounds. So the point goes to Fanshaw, 9-6 now.
Oh, what an opportunity that was. Had he just taken one half a step back, he could have gotten some real great connections on that ball.
Tanner Patterson, player of the game last night for Fanshaw. Big star for them this year. Back to serve. Big booming serve, but nicely passed, and the quick goes again.
Oh, off the shoulder.
Luongo. What a dig that was, and Fanshaw back with it. It's turning into a pretty good rally. Back set and a tip. They've got it though.
Oh, tight.
They're going to be able to swing at it. Yes, another great dig by Senica. The defense is looking good here in the early going. Free ball roll shot over, and what can Falcons do with it?
Oh, no.
No, that's going to be out of bounds. Seneca will take that point after quite a rally and some good digs, and they are within 2. 9-7, they're trailing.
Some great volleyball to start the day here.
Yep. Joust at the net. It's going to go out of bounds. Yep. Off the block.
Oh, and a net violation by Seneca.
Oh, okay. So Seneca's going to lose that point. Let's take a look on the replay, yeah, because they did pound it off hands and out of bounds, but you can see the net bouncing there. That's usually a giveaway. So Fanshaw take that point.
Coach having a bit of a discussion with the captain there, Bernal.
I think that should be 10-7, if I'm right. So coach sends his libero out to have a chat with the umpire.
And the score is
10-7, yep.
10-7.
Back to serving for Fanshaw now, number 14, Jaden Crowther. A little soft roller, sometimes tough to pass, but ooh, how did he keep his shoulder off the net? The setter, number 2, Ben Terrian, with a great job of self-awareness, keeping his shoulder off the net.
A great show of athleticism there. It takes such body control when the ball is passed so tight to the net.
Now here's the big middle hitter for the Seneca Sting, Wolfie Congolo from Brampton Centennial. Big booming jump serve, but it's wide, so that's a free one for Fanshaw. They'll go to 11-8 over Seneca in this first game. Best of 5, of course. Jacob Curtis with a left-hand serve that gives a little bit of trouble, but the quick set is up and nicely dug on the Fanshaw side. And they have to send a free ball over, so the Sting will go to work on offense. And a big block at the net there. Number 12, Colin Hutchison, shutting down Seneca on that one.
A little finger shake after that block saying, no, 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 not in my house.
Not supposed to do that, though. If you're, I guess you can celebrate when you're
towards
facing
your team. You got it, yeah.
You can't celebrate across the net.
So they say.
So 12-8.
Oh, dear.
Trouble on the hands there by the setter. So that's another point for Fanshaw. A rare mistake there by Ben Terrian trying to pull off the back set. Didn't come out smoothly. Wasn't butter, as they like to say.
That's right, yeah.
Jacob Curtis back with that left-hand serve. Coming in nice and flat. Big swing on this side. Oh, a little celebrating through the net there. I saw that, yeah. A little taunting by Aiden Kilpatrick after a big swing off hands and out of bounds. So Seneca gets the point. Down 13-9, though. And Terrian is back to serve. Try to get his team back in the game. Little jump floaty, easily passed, and a back set. And they decide to go to the tip again. I guess saw the block there. And
oh, a great tool off the block.
Yep. Tools all over the floor. Aiden Kilpatrick drilling it off the defender's hands and out of bounds for another point. Seneca Sting. 13-10. They're down 3. There's a quick set and a beauty.
Great swing.
Beauty swing just inside the corner for the Fanshaw point.
Those are the types of points where you feel just really proud to execute something like that. Great pass, great set,
timing,
and full
beautiful
execution.
Yeah. Big jump serve there, Fanshaw to start this point off. Another big swing from the outside hitter on the
What
sting,
a
but
tight
it's
set.
dug, and a joust at the net is
Great job by Fanshaw.
going to go to Fanshaw. Tough to say on those jousts who should get the point, but right in front of the ref, so
Yeah,
her vantage point. 15-10 now for Fanshaw over Seneca. Tyler Gibson with the big serve. The Sting handling it, going to the outside.
Oh, nice dig
there on defense. And a quick set.
swing.
Another. They got the blocker on the net, I think.
Looks that way.
Yeah. Kirkpatrick, Evan Kirkpatrick maybe touched the net.
And replay.
I couldn't see it, but these old eyes can't see much.
I think it was Colin Hutchinson on that one.
Oh, there's a stinger of a serve by Seneca, but it's wide. 15-11. You saw what I did there?
I like what you did there.
Seneca sting, yeah. 16-11 now for Fanshaw over Seneca. Evan Kirkpatrick back to serve. Jump floaty. Go outside and pounds off the block, and a beautiful block there by number 8, Tanner Patterson. He was all over that. Shut it right down. 17-11 for Fanshaw over Seneca now.
Yeah, it looks like Kai Gaudette is entering the match.
Put a new setter in?
Yeah, replacing Ben Terrier.
I thought Ben Terrier's distribution was pretty good, but it's a good block at the net by Fanshaw. So we'll see what the new setter has in his bag. There's a good quick to the middle, and a point for the Sting.
Job well done.
17-12 now. Seneca still down by 5. Jasper Kennedy's back to serve it up. Floaty, a little tight to the net. They try to. Ooh, some complaint there from the Seneca bench that was bad hands on the tip, but. Oh, no question there, though.
Nice swing by Hutchinson.
Big swing by Hutchinson, the lefty, and off the block and in. Another point for Fanshaw, 18-12. Well, Fanshaw, a great season this year, 11-5, third in the West, and Seneca even better. In the East, they were 15-1, but right now, Fanshaw has the better of them, 18-12. And we're going to go down. We have been joined by a sideline reporter for these bronze and gold medal games, Chris St. Pierre, who has played the game a lot and watches the game a lot and joins us now from the sideline. Over to you, Chris.
Thanks, guys. So the setter change for Seneca is most likely an attempt to try and get something going offensively. So far, the one thing that stands out from Fanshaw's game plan is they've lined up with a lot of veteran players on the front line looking to get blocks on a lot of talented offensive hitters on the other side. Vorster, Blakeston, Kabongo, every single guy has been getting sets so far in this first, but not much has gotten through. And so with a change in setters going to Kai Gaudette, hopefully the Sting try to get something going up front.
Back to play after that timeout called by Seneca. 18-12, the Fanshaw Falcons are in front in this first game. It's best of 5. Games are to 25, win by 2, and if there's a deciding 5th game needed, it'll go to 15. Fanshaw back to serve, and it's Colin Hutchison. Big jump serve with the left hand. This little joust at the net. Some good defense, though, by Seneca to bring that back. And now they'll have a free ball. And the Falcons have a chance to score here. And did that go off hands? Yes, it did.
Oh, a bit of a late call from the lines judge, but in favor of Fanshaw.
Yep.
Let's see if we can see anything on the replay here. Oh, it may have touched the fingertips.
Yep. 19-12 now. Fanshaw with that point as they pounded it off the blocker's fingertips and out. So point goes to the Falcons. Hutchison back to serve. Good jumper. Great turnaround set and a good swing. And got the defense on the net there, so Seneca will take that point.
Little little too excited to block that ball.
Yeah, I think Curtis was a little close to the net. Might have got a shoulder on it. 19-13, Fanshaw over Seneca. Logan Vorster puts the ball in play. Quick set, and down it goes.
What a great swing.
Wow.
Gosh, the power behind that.
Jaden Crowther again, but a lovely set. Set him up, put it down. And now the little chat with the referee. Is that possibly about celebrating or
Could be.
chirping
A little
over
bit
the net?
of chitty chat between the two teams.
Anyway, Fanshaw's up 7 points now, 20-13 in this bronze medal game at the OCAA Men's Volleyball Championships here in Sudbury at Cambrian College. Up after this game will be the gold medal match with hometown Cambrian against the Humber Hawks, just like it was last year in the gold medal game. That one won by Humber. Big booming serve from the Falcons there. Drives the libero wide and
and a huge block by Crowther.
tough ball to swing at for Forster, but that was a heck of a block. There were two of them up there for Fanshaw. It makes it 21-13. That all started with the serve,
And
driving the defender way out to the wide.
Joshua Pierre has entered the match for Seneca. See if he can change the pace of the game here.
Here's Tanner with a big jump serve. Little trouble for the passer there. And this is going to have to be a tip and a free ball. And the Falcons will get a chance to score again.
And that
do.
was inside the attack line.
What a lovely back set there. And put down again by Crowther.
Gosh, I love those give and goes. Your middle passes the ball. The setter says, you know what, that was a great pass. I'm going to give it right back to you. Great execution there by Fanshaw.
Jacob Curtis with a beautiful back set there. And no doubt about it, as you said, inside the attack line. So that was an emphatic 22nd point for Fanshaw over Seneca. 22-13 in this first game. Booming jump serve, trouble on the pass, sends the setter out wide, and that ball did not come out well. So give the Falcons another point and make it largely due to that serve.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pass. Lots of pace on it.
Tanner Patterson, number 8 at Fanshaw, done so much for that program for the last few years. There's a big serve that goes long wide, right into the Seneca bench. So some of the Seneca bench players complaining that they feel it might have been directed their way on purpose. I don't think anybody give away a point like that, but 23-14 for Fanshaw over Seneca.
I wouldn't think so.
Now the Sting put it back into play, trying to scramble back into some kind of, whoa, there's a slide that works, but
a great block.
Blocked nicely by the Sting. They did that slide around, that step around, and it was perfect, but the blockers were waiting for it.
Kilpatrick had some excited words for the Fanshaw Falcons, and the captain being called over to have a quick discussion.
Yep, no more chirping under the net is what they're being told.
Yeah, it looks like referee is issuing a yellow card here. You know, that celebration is so important. However, you have to direct it back to your team, otherwise it's really unsportsmanlike.
It was Aiden Kilpatrick guilty of that. He got called over for the yellow card, just a little too exuberant after his block for point. Now the Sting swinging again, but the jump serve goes into the net, making it 24-15 for Fanshaw over Seneca. And the Falcons are 1 point away from taking this first game. Jaden Crowther with the jump serve and a little trouble for the defense. That wasn't nicely passed at all, and Fanshaw took full advantage of the bad pass, scored the point, and they will take that first game 25-15. Pretty convincing, Lindsay.
Yeah, they played extremely well. We'll see if Seneca can regroup after that one and come on back.
All right, we'll see what happens as the two teams change sides and sit on the other benches now. You're listening to and watching OCAA Men's Volleyball. This is the bronze medal match from Sudbury. Fanshaw winning the first game over Seneca. Back in a moment.
Celebration is so important. to your team. Otherwise, it's really unsportsmanlike.
That was Aiden Kilpatrick guilty of that. He got called over for the yellow card. Just a little too exuberant after his blocked point. Sting swinging again, but the jump serve goes into the net. 24-15 for Fanshaw to Seneca. Back at the Cambrian gym, waiting for Fanshaw and Seneca to take the floor again for the second game. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Chris St. Pierre.
So for the Seneca Sting, after a tough first set, they look to try and reset now as they have been met by a very tough defense on the other side. Fanshaw has made the most of their opportunities at the net, and that's one point where the Seneca Sting have been trying to talk to the officials over the course of the last few minutes. They've been trying to get some net touches called, aren't getting much from the officials at this point. So with a little breather now, they'll try and figure something out. As we mentioned with the setter change made by Seneca in the first set, going from Terrien to Gaudette, hopefully they can figure out a new tempo to get some different guys going. They also pulled Vorster to maybe give him a little bit of a break going into the second. Congolo is one to watch for. He was involved in last night's semifinal against Humber a whole lot on the offensive side of the ball. So look for him during the second.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. Some good analysis from Chris St. Pierre down on our sidelines. Lindsay, what do you tell the Seneca Sting, if you're the coach, how to get back from a fairly convincing thrashing 25-15 there?
Yeah, I think I'm really talking about focusing on the little things, right? Make sure that we're doing the little things really well. Communication, it really does start with communication. You can't have any volleyball without a good first pass, and so I would probably be trying to, remind the guys, embrace the moment. It's the first set out of, many, and focus on doing the little things well.
We saw Cambrian go down 2-0 last night when they were in their semifinal match against Fanshaw and came back to win. So even a convincing 25-15 opening win doesn't really mean that Seneca's out of it. And I'm pretty sure that Coach Matt Powell has had a good chat with his teammates or his team members, and maybe hope they can pass the ball a little better and deal with some of these big serves from Fanshaw as we get set for game number 2. A little more chatting with the umpire here from the Seneca Sting. Probably lobbying, maybe, as Chris suggested, for.
And a red card issued from the top official. Interesting.
Explain the difference between a red card and a yellow card. Boy, Fanshaw's cheering at that.
So my knowledge of it is yellow card's a bit of a warning, like, you've done something wrong, here's your opportunity to, adjust and make it right. Second time around, if it's the same offense, you get the red card. A little more serious offense there.
Doesn't have to leave the game, though. It's still in there.
Not necessarily. I don't know what would happen if a second one came out. It's been a few years since I've been an official, so.
And surely you never got any red cards as a player, so you wouldn't know what it's like.
Exactly. My spirit was always directed towards my teammates and cheering, of course.
Okay, it appears we're ready to go, and the down officials have sorted stuff out with the scorers and who got the red card. That's been filed away, so now Fanshaw will put it in play to start this second game, and Jacob Curtis will start us out. Left-hand floaty. Ooh, trouble on that pass. And nice block by the Falcons. Another bad ball, and that's going to be a free one over to the Falcons. See what they do with the scoring here. Outside hitter. Nicely blocked, and they bring it back. Oh, great dig back there by the libero for the Falcons, and the Fanshaw team has to bump it over. Oh, that was a troublesome set. Over. Great dig. And they keep it alive, but it's going to be a free ball, and it goes out to the side, and that's a scrambly play. Results in a 1 points for Seneca. A couple of mistakes there, but some good recoveries too. So 1-1 early in this second game.
Yeah, we'll see if they can clean this up a little bit. That first, couple of points was a little bit scrappy. We'll see what they come up with next.
Beautiful. One set.
Oh, wonderful.
Quick set there for the point for Patrick again. With those quick sets, look so beautiful when they're done well and converted. It's such an aesthetically pleasing.
And it's so difficult to block them.
Yeah.
Especially if the setter does a great job of hiding where he's setting.
That serve is long, so Fanshaw gives away a point and allows Seneca to tie it at 2-2. You will see another setter in the gold medal game this afternoon, Sam George for Cambrian. He's a wonderful distributor from that position, and he runs those quicks and those back sets like as well as anybody I've seen at the college level.
Oh, and long serve.
That serve is also long and right out the door of the Cambrian gym, so teams trading serving errors here, and it has Fanshaw ahead 3-2. And the second game, as you mentioned, has opened up kind of a scrappy way. Finished so well for Fanshaw in the first game. Evan Kirkpatrick with the serve. Big swing and out. Was there a touch? No. Hit out by the Seneca Sting, so another point for Fanshaw. 4-2 they lead.
Look at the air time. And great read on the defense on Fanshaw. Staying disciplined and not taking that ball as it floated out of bounds.
Speaking of floating out of bounds, that jump serve floats long for the Falcons. And Seneca gets another 3 points. And they're within one, trailing 4-3. And they have the serve back. Jasper Kennedy will go back to handle that. The jump floaty, nice pass. Great set with the quick, but
great dig.
Defense were ready for that, and also a great dig by Fanshaw. And a left-handed swing there, a little bit wide. That was Colin Hutchison swinging for the sidelines, just missed it. And Seneca's tied this second game at 4-4. Kennedy with the floater, nice pass. And a quick set, down it goes.
Boom.
Once again, that combination is beautiful.
Gosh, Jaden Crowther.
Just being put away nicely there by Jaden Crowther, and the lovely set by Jacob Curtis. They seem to have their rhythm, those two. Colin Hutchison back to serve with Fanshaw up 5-4. Booming jumper. The Sting handle it though, and there's a quick set and a hit. Nicely dug by the Falcons. That's trouble there.
Smart play.
Dig. Oh, by the libero. Yeah, will they have a swing? No, it's a free ball off the.
That's a tight ball at the net.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's up still. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's still in play.
Did that come up off somebody's foot?
Off of 3 feet, I think. Oh my gosh, and Seneca got that one. What an incredible rally.
Well, I think that came off someone's foot.
Gosh, 1, 2.
Again.
Off of the foot of Vorster into the elbow of I don't know who.
Wow.
But what a great rally. Oh, and then to follow it up with a missed serve.
Too bad, but Seneca got a great point there. One of the best points we've seen today so far, but then the serving error puts them down 1, so they trail 6-5. Fanshaw back to serve now, and Tanner Patterson's back there.
Now that was a common story for teams yesterday, was missed serves, and nerves may have had, something to do with that, as it may today. Oh wow, what a great swing!
That was a great quick set and a wonderful swing. You're right by Congolo, but he seemed to have to wait in the air for that until the blocker moved, and he had a great hang time. Great hang time. 6-all.
Pitlock has been incredible at passing, getting that first pass up to.
That is just money in the bank when that first pass is good, and then Jacob Curtis can set up his hitters. Beautiful, beautifully done. Fanshaw leads 7-6. Jaden Crowther with a jump serve. They go far to the outside now.
Push.
That's it. The blockers were there, and this is going to have to go over for a freebie. And the Falcons have a chance to score here. Yes, off the block and in.
Great swing by Gibson.
Smart swing, yeah. Used the blocker's hands and didn't have to overpower it. 8-6 for Fanshaw. Ooh, tough serve. That's going to cause some trouble, but
That was a one-handed set there.
easily dug by the Falcons. Great dig
Beautiful
over there,
dig.
Senica. And they get a swing at it, but perfectly dug. And off hands, another nice bit of defense on this side by Senica. And pounded off the block and in. Ooh, boy, that was some.
Kirkpatrick lost it just above his reach there.
How about the dig over the side by Jason Bernal?
Gosh.
Yeah, that was brought it back into play and allowed his team to score there. So Seneca's down 8-7 to Fanshaw, and Seneca has the serve back. And big Wolfie Congolo. Oh, jump serve into the net. Gives away a point to Fanshaw. 9-7 for the Falcons.
You know, those serves are such key to this game. It's the one thing that you can control, and
especially after you win a point.
Yeah,
important point,
yeah. And Seneca's at 3 missed serves, Fanshaw at 2. It's a very different match if we're making sure that those serves go in. Oh.
Big swing. That one caught the hands, I think. No. The referee says no touch at the net, and not much complaint from Seneca.
No, and as the lines judge had to jump out of the way there.
Makes it 10-7 for Fanshaw, and they continue to serve. Curtis. Tricky little jump floaty, a little bit long.
Did I jinx it?
10-8. Seneca hanging around, down 2. Ben Terrian will go back to serve for Seneca, try to get his team back in this. Seems some great defense on both sides. Go. Yeah, the serving errors, Lindsay, you called it.
Makes a big difference. Let's see how Fanshaw takes advantage of that. Great set.
Back set and big block there. Wow. Picket fence at the net.
Wow, let's take a look at that replay.
Kirkpatrick and Patterson were both up there, I think.
Up they go for the block. It was almost like a 2-touch block.
12-8 for Fanshaw.
Well done by the Fanshaw Falcons, setting a really nice block.
Tyler Gibson with the big jumper, but that's long.
Goodness.
Once again, a great play and a great point is followed up by a serving error, so Seneca's still in it. Down 3, 12-9 for Fanshaw. Back goes Aiden Kilpatrick to serve. The spin on that, but handled easily by the libero, and the tap by Fanshaw, and a little trouble for the defense there, and the dig goes out of bounds, so make it 13-9 for Fanshaw. Trouble for Bernal on that one. It looked like a fairly easy tap, but he couldn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Patrick with the floaty, and again, out of bounds. Lindsay's busy with her pen, keeping count of the serving errors over there.
That's right, and I think perhaps the coach from Fanshaw, Patrick Johnson, may have some conversations with his athletes about serving at the next timeout.
Jasper Kennedy with a easy one for the Falcons. A quick set
Beautiful.
and pounded off the block and into the hands of Seneca, but did they catch someone on the net there?
No, it just fell on Seneca's side, so Fanshaw grabbed that point. You know, if I was Seneca at this point in the game, Pitlick is passing so well. I'm not serving to the libero on Fanshaw, but
Whew, that's a rocket of a left-hand serve. Trouble passing that, and Seneca, the passer, Sam Blakeston, puts up his hand and says, yeah, my bad. And it's 15-10 for Fanshaw. When they serve well, it's a beauty. Let's go down to Chris St. Pierre, and Chris, you ready to tell us about how important the serving part of this game is?
Thanks, guys. Now, two things stand out after the first half of the second set. On the Fanshaw side of the ball, one thing that's going extremely well right now is the connection between Crowther and Curtis. Those two love working together, and it's an option that Curtis loves to use when he's in close to the net. He can serve a bunch of passes up, a bunch of different type of passes up for Crowther, and he's able to pretty much hit all of them, whether it's quicks, whether it's slides, whether it's something farther on the outside. He's always there when Curtis needs them. Now on the other side of the ball, Ben Terrier has had a difficult start to this game and was pulled once again. And as a former setter, the worst thing is when you start getting in your own head and start doubting the passes that you set up for your teammates. And so hopefully again with Gaudette back on the court, things change.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. Yeah, there's 15-10 now, and let's see if the serving improves here, because maybe the coach had a little chat with Fanshaw about being a bit more careful with serves. Although a lot of offense and a lot of heat on that one. We'll start off.
on a tight set.
A dump, yeah.
Dump by the setter.
Yeah, that's always the danger. You know, he's been distributing that ball so well, and the defense falling for his motion as if he was going to set it again. Just dumped it for the point.
A great decision by Jacob Curtis there.
16-10, Fanshaw leads Seneca. Colin Hutchison with a rocket of a serve, and they're not going to bring this one back. Another great point by Fanshaw, so they're feeling pretty confident down there on that bench. And another timeout called here by the Seneca Sting as they see this one getting away. They're down 17-10. We'll take a short break. You're watching OCAA men's volleyball bronze medal match. Seneca and Fanshaw, back in a moment. That's always the danger, you know, he's been distributing that ball so well, and the defense falling for his motion as if he was going to set it again.
Great decision We're back at the Cambrian Gymnasium, Cambrian College in Sudbury. Number one ranked team in Ontario is why Cambrian is hosting the OCAA finals. They're into the gold medal game against Humber later today, but right now we're dealing with the bronze medal match, and Fanshaw is leading Seneca 17-10 after a win in the first game. Great serve there and a great pass. Let's see if the Sting can score here. Dig.
Another good dig. A little problem at the net with some communication there, and Seneca will take that point happily.
Yeah, it looked like Tanner Patterson was expecting Jacob Curtis to take that second ball after he volleyed it into the block. And we've seen a lot of that. Guys going up for an approach to take a swing, and then all of a sudden they change their mind and sort of power volley it over the net.
Forster with a big serve, and that will force the Falcons to put an easy one over and see what the Sting do with it. Swinging for the sidelines and didn't catch the sideline. It was, as the Fanshaw bench players are pointing out, it was well out. 18-11 for Fanshaw over Seneca in this second game. Back goes Tanner Patterson to serve. Ooh, he's got to rock it, but that one was a couple of feet wide and 1 foot long. So give that point to Seneca. So 18-12, Stinger down. Sam Blakeston back to put this ball in play. Pretty good pace on that jumper. And a quick set, and down it goes.
Gosh, wow. What a swing by Jaden Crother.
They did that step around again.
Oh.
That's some nice setting right there. And the 6'7" Carruthers,
gosh,
able to put it away pretty easily when the setter lays it on a plate for him like that. 19-12 now for Fanshaw.
Oh, beautiful
Ooh,
swing and a great push.
No block.
No, nothing at all there.
That was nicely done by the Seneca Sting.
And Kai Godet, what a beautiful set, almost from antenna to antenna there. Moving the ball around. Didn't give Fanshaw's blockers much of a chance to close, which resulted in a great point by Seneca.
Congolo back to serve now. His team trailing 19-13. Nice pass. They go to the quick set again, and this time off hands and out of bounds. So nicely done by the Fanshaw Falcons. This time it's Kirkpatrick taking that set and putting it off hands and out of bounds for the point. 20-13 now. And that brilliant setter for Fanshaw. Back to serve it up. Jacob Curtis. Oh, and a dump by the setter.
Dig.
Nicely pancake dug. Oh. They try to swing on two, and Seneca was ready for that.
Almost a running dig by the setter. Didn't quite get enough height on that swing over the net, which was blocked by the Seneca Sting.
20-14, Seneca trailing Fanshaw. Back set this time, and you take something off that on purpose, or was that a miss hit?
Well, it looked like a bit of an attempt to go down the line. Wasn't as solid of a contact as you could have had, but hey, whatever works.
Great shot, great placement.
Point to point.
Yep, 21 now, 14, Fanshaw leads. Great dig, and a lovely outside set, but too far outside. They have to tip it over, and swinging from the back row, but not enough height. And Fanshaw loses that point. Hitting it into the net was Tyler Gibson. And Seneca will take that one because it looked like it was going to be another Fanshaw point. 21-15. Seneca Stinger trailing. Aiden Kilpatrick from Stoneville. Outside hitter. Tough serve there. And they go with the back set.
Again.
I thought he might have got the pancake hand on that, but I don't think so.
Not quite. Needed a little bit more stretch to him, perhaps.
Fanshaw with that point makes it 22-15, so another lopsided game here. 25-15 the score in the first game.
Looks like Jason McPhee is entering the match for Evan Kirkpatrick. See what Jason can bring to the service line.
Back row swing, and somebody on the net there?
No, what happened was the set was a little too far inside the attack line, so the back row player touched the attack line with their toes before they took off, so it's considered a back row attack. And not allowed.
Tough serve there, but the Sting got it, and blocked at the net by Fanshaw. A little joust.
Oh, and a tight set. Oh, dear.
It's going to be a joust at the net again. Seneca, some trouble with that. Floppy hands on both sides here. Some great defense, though, bringing that ball up. Seneca will swing for a point again. Blocked out of bounds off the Fanshaw defenders, so Seneca will take that point. 23-16 they trail, sorry.
That's okay. And Sam Blakeston, saw that there was a big wall in front of him, and so he really took advantage of tooling that block. We saw them be very successful at that yesterday. And perhaps now's the time to bring out that tool in the toolbox.
Ooh, big left-handed
Oh, and a big
swing
block.
off the block and out of bounds. That was a heck of a swing. Fanshaw by the lefty, number 12, Colin Hutchison. And that brings us to game point, 24-16 for Fanshaw. They already have a 1-game lead. The best 3 out of 5 for the bronze medal in Ontario. Men's volleyball.
Wow, what
Booming
a
serve. Quick set to
Oh!
Bongo. Yeah. that one-
Congolo with a huge swing.
Yeah, nicely set. Beautiful play. 24-17. Seneca staying alive a little bit with that great play by Congolo. Logan Borster back to serve. Keep his team in this. Tough serve there. Big block at the net by Seneca. They'll try it again. The Falcons will. This time, did that get a touch? No, it didn't. And he rolled that out of bounds. I think they were looking for the tool there, but they didn't get it. 24-18. Seneca closes to within 6 now.
Yeah, and even that replay didn't show any kind of touch whatsoever. Just a little too high for the block.
Now, service out of bounds for Seneca, and that will close it out for Fanshaw. 25-18 in game 2. So the Falcons, again, didn't look like they had very much trouble in this one. And they take game 2, 25-18. We'll take a short break. Brendan Connor with Lindsay Digby, the bronze medal game in men's volleyball, OCAA from Cambrian College. Back in a moment. Quick set.
Oh! Congolo with a huge swing.
Nicely set. 24-17. Seneca staying alive a little bit with that great play by Congolo.
The body language on the Seneca bench does not look great. However, if you look right behind me, guys are once again in a huddle trying to get themselves mentally prepared for this third set coming up, which is going to be do or die for the Sting. Now, we talked briefly earlier about the struggles of Ben Terrien in this contest. Hopefully that little bit of extra time on the bench to catch a breather, talk with the coaching staff, and just regroup. Work on whatever's going on between the ears. Hopefully that was enough for him to get set for this upcoming third chapter of the night, because for them, if it's not for the Fanshaw defense, things might be a little bit tighter. However, Fanshaw's made the most of their opportunities by recycling the ball, and they've been able to find the court. Now back up to you guys.
All right, thank you, Chris. Yes, Fanshaw really having its way, both with the hitting play and the distribution by the setter and to all his hitters, but also those jump serves. While they may not score points initially, I think they're really, making for a tough pass for Seneca, and that's how it starts, as you mentioned. Sometimes the offense is not running as smoothly when they're struggling to pass that ball and get it under control. We'll see how it goes here in game number 3. Fanshaw Falcons would like to close it out here with a third straight win and take the bronze medal. Seneca would like to stay alive and push it a little further. Of course, we have the big gold medal game coming up at 5:30 today, and this gym will be packed with noisy people as the hometown Cambrian Shield, #1 ranked in the province, going into the provincials. We'll take on the Humber Hawks, the defending champions. That's the gold medal game coming up here on our next broadcast.
A little bit of a delay here.
I think they might have an issue with our cameraman's light down there. Seems to be some discussion, some pointing. An official is headed over to talk to Terry. You're a star, Terry Rive, veteran cameraman on our broadcast here. Had his light on, and there's some discussion from the Fanshaw players that it was a bit distracting. So here we go. Falcons go right back to work. Big swing, big block, and then a dump at the net.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, no, it was the defense that hit the net there. So,
oh gosh.
Seneca will take that point.
I'm quite surprised by that call, actually, because the Seneca Sting.
Did it look to you like they hit the net?
Yeah, they hit the net, but perhaps the ball hit the floor before contact was made with the net.
It was a heck of a block to start that play.
Yeah.
Ben Terrian putting it back into play now. Ooh, quick
Oh,
set.
and nice try.
Not a lot of heat on that, but just nicely placed away from the defenders. So the quick works out, and it's a 1-1. Seneca, Fanshaw. Tyler Gibson with a jumper that looked close to the line, but the refs call it out. And that'll give Seneca a 2-1 lead here in game 3. Lots of pace on that jump serve. That chases the Fanshaw defenders back, and they'll have to put a free ball over. Let's see what the Sting do with it. They'll have a freebie here, and
what a beautiful run.
Yeah,
great effort.
Jasper Kennedy putting it away.
Great pass by Jason Bernal there. Again, passing the ball perfectly to his setter. Again, beautiful execution by the middle.
Yeah, when those free balls come over, you got to execute and get the point out of it. So they lead 3-1 early in this third match, and a tough serve there. Fanshaw brings it back. Another free ball going over. Let's see if the Sting can score again. The back set, no. Not a great hit, but a big block.
Oh, wonderful block there by Kennedy.
Yeah, he's been in on the last 3 points right up at the net for Seneca. Jasper Kennedy from Red Deer, Alberta, playing at the Toronto school. 4-1 for Seneca as they're having a good little run here. Tough serve there, and a freebie at the net. Nicely dug.
And he tried to get out of the way.
Oh boy, the libero Pitlick did a great job of getting an arm on that first one, but then it bounced down on his body and he couldn't get out of the way. So Seneca 5-1, and a quick timeout for Fanshaw. Is quite a reversal here in this third game. And our sideline reporter, Chris St. Pierre, standing by again. Chris?
Thank you very much, guys. One thing's for sure to start this third set. Jasper Kennedy's finally getting involved and has been behind a few very big points to start this third for Seneca, and this is the jolt that this team needed after going down 2-0 through the first couple of sets. Now, if Kennedy can keep on rolling, and if the Sting can keep getting the ball to him and try and spread around things a little more, then hopefully they can start working their way around the Fanshaw blockers. Back up to you guys.
Chris, yeah, he's made a big difference in this third game for sure. The big boy, Jasper Kennedy's been in on 3 points that I can remember of the first 5 that Seneca scored in this game, and they've been all him with blocking and jousting and hitting. We'll see what they do as they continue. Ball put into play by Sam Blakeston. Tough serve, but under control, but the Falcons are going to swing out and make it a 6-1 lead. A bit of a surprise here. Seneca's got some life. What are they doing right, Lindsay, that they weren't doing before?
Well, I think perhaps it's a little bit of confidence coming into this, third game. It's do or die. May as well go all out here.
Ooh. They go to the quick set again, and this time Jasper Kennedy up there to block, but couldn't knock it down.
And perhaps on the flip side, maybe Fanshaw is taking a little bit off the gas pedal here.
Maybe.
And it's giving Senica an opportunity to climb back in. So we'll have to see how Fanshaw responds.
Fanshaw's down 6-2 as Fitzpatrick puts the floaty in there. It's a tough one and difficult pass. This will be a free ball, and we'll see if the Falcons can score on offense here. They go to the quick and down
what
it
a
goes.
great swing by, oh my God, Jaden Crowther. Those two have connected extremely well in all sets so far.
The big 6'7" hitter from South Secondary in London, playing for his hometown college and playing well here in the bronze medal game. Ooh, sloppy hands there, but the ref lets it go, and the Sting swinging away and could not be dug up there by Jacob Curtis and give that point to the Seneca Sting. 7-3 they lead Fanshaw in this third game. Here's the big guy Jasper Kennedy back to serve for the Sting. They have a 4-point lead in this third game, which they must win to stay alive.
That was a nice deep float serve.
Yep. They have to put it over and play defense now. Fanshaw does.
Oh! Kokolo with a big swing out of the middle.
Yeah, that's a nice set too. I'm not sure why they had so much trouble with that first pass. It didn't look like the most dangerous serve, but maybe some heat and some spin on it. 8-3 for Seneca as they're playing much better in this third game.
Lots of air currents in this gym. It's a big, big gym, and if you get a good contact on that ball, can actually produce quite a bit of float, making it difficult for the passers.
That was Jaden Crowther again. Not showing the greatest hands on his back set, but when he got it back to hit it, pounded it off the block and good for a point. How often do outside hitters have to set a ball? You're supposed to get out of the way there.
Depends how good they pass. Sometimes it's more often than others.
Colin Hutchison with some heat on that serve, but Seneca's got it, and they swing away. And Fanshaw can't bring that up, so Seneca's got another point. They lead 9-4. Quite a turnaround here from the first two games. Good pass, great set. Oh, yeah, they go to the quick, and no touch at the net. Crowther was swinging for the sideline there. The sharp cut, didn't quite make it. Another point for Seneca, 10-4 they lead.
Kilpatrick is serving really well here. Oh, I jinxed it.
All right.
Gosh.
I think he heard you in his ear and he put that one into the net. But Seneca has been playing much better in this game, and they have a lead to show for it, a 5-point lead. 10-5 they lead Fanshaw after dropping the first two games. Tanner Patterson back to serve now. He's got that big heater. Oh, Libero goes over on one, can't handle the serve, and the dump.
What a beautiful dump.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Curtis picking the perfect moment. Had the defense on their heels. They weren't expecting it.
Yep. Anytime you go over on two, you got to be sure. But he was sure that he saw a spot there and took advantage of it. Fanshaw closes to win 4. They're down 10-6. Patterson back to serve again. This one's passed better, and the big swing by
and a big
block. This time not exactly where he wanted it, and the blockers were all over him. 10-7. Seneca leads Fanshaw.
Gosh, Tyler Gibson timed that perfectly.
And Patterson's serves a lot of pace on him here. No, too long. I jinxed him though.
Yeah, there we go. Back and forth. Broadcaster's jinx.
11-7 for Seneca over Fanshaw in this third game now. Not as many serving errors as we saw in the second game. But almost looked like a double hit on that pass by the libero, but Fanshaw gets a swing out of it, and
a back row attack. So once again, that back row player stepped on the attack line as they were attacking the ball.
Got to take off from behind it, right?
Correct, yeah.
12-7, Seneca over Fanshaw. Ooh, great pass, a great set.
Holy, what a swing.
Beautiful swing by Tyler Gibson, cross court. That second ball, though, Curtis put it a long way from, as you say, antenna to antenna for that set. Here's Jaden Crowther back to serve, his team trailing 12-8. The jump floaty handled, and the quick set dug up nicely by the Falcons. The back row swing.
And what a smart play.
On the line, yep.
Gosh, what a smart play by Gibson there.
Yep.
Saw the opening, and he, instead of taking a big swing at it, he just said, you know what, I'm going to be smart with this ball, and placed it exactly where it needed to be.
Just on the line for the point. So Seneca's lead is cut to 3 now. They trail, Fanshaw is 12-9. Jaden Crowther serving.
Little trouble there.
Nicely dug here. Let's see what Curtis does with it. Goes to the far outside. That's blocked, and he'll go back to the, whoop.
Jumping volley.
Basically a free ball, and
oh, wow.
Seneca makes them pay for that.
Vorster from the back row.
Great swing there. 13-9 for Seneca over Fanshaw in this third game. Wolfie Congolo back to serve. Good pass. Curtis is on it for a dump, but they are all over that defensively, the Sting. And now they'll have a swing for points.
Oh, a beautiful dig.
One-arm dig back there. Let's see if they can convert. A roll shot is picked up by Seneca. They go to the outside, and a block at the net. But brought up again by Seneca. They'll have another swing at it. Great one.
A great swing.
Sam Blakeston puts it down the line this time. Another point for Seneca. They're playing much better here, leading 14-9.
A little bit of excitement there from Blakeston after that point.
He did turn around to celebrate with his team, though, not celebrate across the net. I think they've been admonished for that already. Congola with the big jumper. That's too long. And a freebie for the Fanshaw Falcons. They trail 14-10 in this third game. Jacob Curtis, the setter from Hamilton, Westmount Secondary School. Back to serve. Has been doing such a great job with his setting. And tough float serve there, but allows for a quick and a dump. And that's a big guy again, Jasper Kennedy, placing it in the open spot.
And what a smart decision by Jasper there. Again, he saw the big block in front of him, chose to take a little bit off and put it just ahead of that defensive player, slightly out of reach.
15-10 as Terrian serves it up for Seneca. And that pass will chase Curtis
what a
out to where he didn't want to be, but Seneca is able to, wasn't able to dig that up, so a great swing by Fanshaw.
Yeah, I think Ben Terrian was on the way to his defensive position and sort of got caught going the opposite direction there.
Tyler Gibson with some heat on that. And okay, we got a point for Fanshaw on this, and some jobbering at the net.
A little debate there as to whether the ball actually hit the floor. I don't know if we'll get to see a replay here, but
at any rate, it's 15-12. Seneca's lead is cut to 3. Back row attack, has to be a tip. And libero puts it up for a outside hit there. Tanner Patterson can't put much mustard on that one, so.
And a great push by the libero.
Great block at the net by the Falcons. Another great block, but this one goes out of bounds. Give the point to Seneca.
Kilpatrick making a really great decision there again. He saw a big block in front of him, decided to use that block to his advantage, resulting in a point for Seneca.
Hutchison was there, but just his block couldn't stay inbounds. So 16-12 for the Sting. Tough serve. Who's going to running roll shot? Then this one works. Looked like the Falcons were in trouble with that pass, but the running roll shot worked and scores a point. Colin Hutchison, pretty smart play there. 16-13, Seneca ahead by 3. Fanshaw hanging around, trying to close it to 2 here. Evan Kirkpatrick with the jump float is going to be too long. Do a free point to Seneca, 17-13. Ooh, serving error there by Jasper Kennedy. There's a point back to Fanshaw, and once again they're within 3, 17-14. Colin Hutchison serving for Fanshaw. Big booming jumper with a lot of juice on it. But the Sting have it, and they swing wide. That was Kilpatrick swinging wide around the block, and good 2 feet out of bounds. Fanshaw's within 2 now, down 17-15 to Seneca. And still serving. Ooh, another great jumper by Hutchison, but handled easily by.
Pass. Oh, and down the line.
Wow.
Gosh, again, it all started with a beautiful pass from the libero, Jason Bernal.
And that was put away by Vorster. Nice down the line rip. A 6'5" guy from Auckland, New Zealand, who joined the Seneca Sting. If he stays for a while, they'll enjoy having his talents around for a couple of years. The ball didn't look like it came out all that clean, but clean enough for the referee, and the set is good, and the swing is good. Seneca leads 18-16 with that Fanshaw point. Tanner Patterson back to serve. Put some pace on this.
Great
Seneca
pass.
Brings it up okay, though.
There'll
be a little roll shot with a pancake dig there, and Fanshaw swinging for point. Now
oh, no.
Joust at the net.
Oh, such a smart play by Vorster.
Yep, dump to the open spot. 19-16.
Things seem to be rolling in Seneca's direction here in this set. There's a bit of a shift in energy.
Pretty poised to make that shot while in the air instead of swinging away. Ooh.
Someone's all over the net. Ooh.
Out. That swing by Sam Blakeston, not good. A couple feet out. Looking for the line, didn't get it. 19-17, Fanshaw down by 2. Substitution here.
Looks like we have
New
Andrew Smith
new setter.
entering the game.
He's a rookie, a 6'1" rookie out of London, went to Banting. And he's going to do the setting for now, giving Jacob Curtis a break. Whoa. Untimely serving error by Jaden Crowther. Now that was just a quick breather for Curtis as he goes back in.
Yeah, sometimes coaches do that to set up a bigger block at the net.
2017 for Seneca over Fanshaw. Seneca serving.
Sometimes there's different strategies as to why a coach would sub in a player just for 1 or 2 points.
Cal Gadet with the jump floaty here. Handled by the Falcons, and a swing for points. Touches, and that's going to be a free ball. See what the Falcons can do with it offensively here.
Oh,
and
a nice use there.
Off the block and out, so nicely tooled. Fanshaw gets to 18, 2018. They trail by 2 in this third game, which Seneca has to win to stay alive.
Congolo back in the game. Taken right off by the libero. As Godet comes out of the match.
And here's Jacob Curtis with the floaty. Go to the outside with a back row attack.
Oh, and a beautiful dig.
Nicely dug. A little roll shot over it, so it's not exactly a free ball, but there's the quick, and it's brought up by a nice dig. And to the back corner.
Oh,
nice,
another great dig.
Defensive play. Another great dig. This is a great rally. Senica and Fanshaw. Roll shot picked up.
Oh, gosh.
Gotta
jump
go.
Volley there again.
Oh, big swing to finish off that great rally. That was Colin Hutchison swinging for the far corner and off the arm of the defender. It's a great rally. 2019, we're in a 1-point game now. Jacob Curtis back to serve with his team down 1 point. Going to close this match out.
Ooh. Oh, and a great swing.
Sam Blakeston finding the range there, making it 21-19 for Seneca. So that's a great set. Ben Terrian doing a nice distributing there. Now he's back to serve. 4 points away from a victory. We go outside, and a big left-handed swing. Beautiful. Colin Hutchison down the middle. 21-20, Seneca leads Fanshaw by 1. And the Falcons back to serve. Tyler Gibson on the serving line.
Well, took a little off that one.
Great dig, though. Bring it back. It's going to be a freebie.
And out of bounds.
Yeah, he calls for a touch but doesn't get it, so Seneca does not get that point now, and Fanshaw has tied it up. Lindsay studying our replay monitor.
Yeah, and very close, but no touch.
So 21 all. We played at 25.
Oh, great pass.
Oh.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Gosh, these jump volleys.
Back row attack and right into the block. Give that point to Fanshaw. They have come all the way back and they have taken the lead 22-21. And Seneca wants a timeout to talk about that. Once again, we played at 25. Fanshaw 3 points away from the bronze medal. They won the first 2 games, 25-15, 25-18. Seneca giving a much better account of itself in this third game. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Chris St. Pierre. Chris?
So one big turnaround for the Fanshaw Falcons, in large part due to 2 players late here in the third set. Tanner Patterson and Tyler Gibson, both outside hitters, and it's Gibson who got things started. Gibson is a powerful spiker but prefers the cross shot, and he's been finding that deep corner a whole lot in this third set. And he was able to contribute a few points earlier on, and then Patterson, who made a series of nice plays, both defensively, and is now trying to get involved up front with this set coming up to a very close end of the chapter. Back up to you guys.
21. Now Fanshaw taking the lead in this third game. They won the first 2 games, so we would like to close it out here and make it a sweep for the bronze medal. Back to serve is Tyler Gibson. Some pace on that jumper, a little bit of problem on the pass, but great block at the net on the Seneca swing. And another great swing, another great block.
Oh, and a net call by the second official.
On the blocker, right.
Gosh, what a powerful swing Kirkpatrick has.
2 great blocks, though. Fanshaw touching the net on the second one, but a couple of great swings, a couple of great blocks. But now it's all tied up, 22 all. Perfect pass. Set goes to the outside, and they pound it off the block. And that's got to go over. Roll shot. Back set, and a roll shot picked up in the backcourt. Terrian out here, and off the hands for a point.
Great swing. Forster is not ready for this game to be done.
Great swing there. That's some good defensive work by the Sting to set that up to 23-22. Seneca leads, and Fanshaw calls a timeout. You're watching OCAA men's volleyball from Sudbury at Cambrian College. We'll be back in a moment. Touching the net on the second one, but a couple of great swings, a couple of great blocks. But now it's all tied up, 22-all. The outside, and they and we're back for the closing of this third game in the bronze medal match, OCAA men's volleyball. Seneca Sting against the Fanshaw Falcons. We're in Sudbury at Cambrian College, and gold medal game tonight, 5:30. Will be Cambrian against Humber, but good battle here in this third game between Seneca and Fanshaw. Bronze medal match. There's a great bit of timing. Fanshaw scoring.
Patrick with the big
nice
big
work
point
there.
out of the timeout there.
Yeah, Jacob Curtis doing a great job with that set. 23-all.
And Jason McPhee in to serve.
Floaty. And Terrian will go outside. Patrick swings, but it's blocked. Now they go this side, and the tap over the block. Wow, that was Forster from New Zealand. A smart play in the air once again, Lindsay.
Yeah, he just knows how to find those holes. Again, he saw that big block up there. No other choice but to find the hole on the other side.
So we're at game point here. Seneca 24, Fanshaw 23. Jasper Kennedy back to serve, try to end this one. Seneca's favor. And Falcons go outside for a big swing, and it is too far, and that is the game. Seneca wins 25-23 in this third game, so 2-1 now for Fanshaw, but a much better game for the Seneca Sting here as they stay alive in the bronze medal match. We'll take a short break and be back with you in just a moment.
Thanks, guys. I was just listening to the Fanshaw Falcons huddle, and they really want to try and exploit their position right now. Still leading 2-1 through 3 sets. They understand that people are starting to get tired on the court. They notice that Ben Terrien is struggling from time to time, and that's somewhere where they think they can press and try and force Seneca into making mistakes. Now, the Sting was able to push this into a 4th set because they were able to take advantage of what they were being given on the block, which is something that Fanshaw's been doing so well throughout this game so far. Now it's time for the Falcons to reset and go look for that third and final set victory this afternoon. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Chris. Lindsay, what are you thinking was the key to them, the Seneca Sting, coming back and making a game of this? I thought they played with a lot more poise than they did in the first two games.
They did, you know, and I think that never give up sort of behavior, that attitude towards the game. You know, they didn't let the chirping across the net affect them so much. We didn't see as much of that happening. They just played their own game really at the end of it. So I think, you know, if you stick to the things that you do well, do the little things well, things came together for them in the end.
Okay, we're ready to get back to action. The bronze medal match. Fanshaw handled Seneca easily in the first two games, 25-15, 25-18. Seneca won the third, and starting off this fourth game with a big swing on a quick set, but trouble defensively there.
Jeez,
roll shot
the
there.
backside of his hand he tried to dig that with. I think he was trying to go for a pancake and then changed his mind the last second.
Sam Blakeston with a little trouble defensively there, so Fanshaw takes the first point. Jacob Curtis back to serve. Little left-hand floaty. And they'll go to the quick again.
Oh, a nice one off the shoulder. Great dig.
Oh, boy. Fanshaw brings this back. It's a free ball, but nicely brought back. This time they go outside.
Oh, gosh.
Swinging for the cross court once again was Sam Blakeston, but missed it. And it's 2-0 for Fanshaw. A lot of chirping there by the Fanshaw bench. Are they allowed to chirp more than the guys on the floor? I don't know, but certainly quite a bit of heckling there after that miss.
I think we called it spirited debate yesterday.
Okay. Oh, someone got a hand on that defensively, but not enough to bring it up. So Seneca does score its first point of this fourth game on the dump.
A little bit of a miscue there with the setter, Tarian and Congolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to set that middle ball a little bit higher.
Still got a point out of it, though. The left-hand swing to the open court.
Beautiful spot.
That is some smart swinging there. Number 12 for the Falcons, Colin Hutchison, spotting the opening. The back, rolling it in there. 3-1, Fanshaw's up early in this fourth set. Tyler Gibson with some pace on that ball, but easily
Great
handled.
Pass.
And a good swing there.
Over top of that block.
Aiden
really
Kilpatrick.
well done. Really well done.
Great hang time.
God, there's so much air time there. A fast offense won that point.
3-2 for the Falcons now, and Seneca looking to tie here. Nice pass, quick set, and a little trouble by the Falcons on the swing, and that's going to count. That was in. A swing by, once again, Kilpatrick to the deep part of the court where no defenders were, so it's a 3-3 tie. Not sure why that swing at the net didn't take place. Seemed like it was a good set. Timing issue, I guess. 3-3 now, and back to serve for the Sting is Sam Blakeston. A little more pace on that one. They go to the quick set and the dump there. Beautiful. Evan Kirkpatrick on the quick from Curtis to the open spot. 4-3 for Fanshaw.
They're connecting really well this match, the two of them. They have a solid connection. They seem to know where each other is on the court. It's working out really well.
Woo. Woo. Big swing, but a big block, and the Falcons have it up, a chance to score.
Oh, and again!
And is that, no, they count that. For the Fanshaw Falcons, it was inside the line. Or was it off the block and out? I can't remember, but it was a nice swing and a good effort by the defense with 5-3 for Fanshaw over Seneca. That one goes long, the float serve. The Fanshaw gives one away on the serving error, and Seneca now trailing 5-4 as they take over the serve. Congolo back to serve. 6'5" middle hitter from Brampton. Jump serve with some heat on it.
Oh, beautiful set there.
Oh, yeah. Jacob Curtis doing a great job there to make something out of that. And now they go to the quick.
Oh, another big swing. Gosh, the connection between those two.
Jaden Crowther that time putting it away.
Again, both middles are doing such a great job of connecting with their setter. The timing is absolutely perfect.
6-4 for Fanshaw now over Seneca in this fourth game, pardon me.
And again, it could not happen without those defensive passes. Pidluck, again, doing a great job of setting his setter up for success.
Big heater of a serve, blocked at the net and dumped down.
Nice big dump there.
Tanner Patterson spotting that, knowing exactly what to do with it. That's some nice defensive work there by the Falcons. They lead 7-4 over Seneca in this fourth match. Fanshaw won the first two, Seneca won the last one. Colin Hutchison back to serve. Got a really strong jumper, but his libero has been taking care of those. That one's out. Again, this time Forster was swinging for the sidelines, and it was 2 feet out. As the bench players on Fanshaw celebrate where that ball landed. 8-4, Fanshaw over Seneca. And Hutchison will continue to serve. Yeah, that libero on the Seneca squad is really bringing these tough serves up. Jason Burnell doesn't seem to be having any trouble with it. Now watch. I'll jinx him. Nope, didn't go to him this time.
Oh, bit of a miscue there. Had to walk around the setter. Oh, and a huge kill.
I think they were setting up to block Crowther, and that allowed Patterson to sneak in there and hammer one. 9-4, Fanshaw over Seneca as we get a timeout called by Seneca. And we're in this fourth game now, and we're ready to go down to Chris St. Pierre once again. Our sideline reporter. We'll check in with him during this timeout. Chris?
Thanks, guys. Two things. First off, during the huddle between the sets, between set 3 and 4, the Fanshaw huddle, one word came out and I think spoke to some of the guys on the court, and we've seen them pull it off so far. The word was heart. That was mentioned by head coach Patrick Johnston, and he mentioned that that was one of the keys to winning this fourth and potentially for Fanshaw final set. Tanner Patterson showed solid work over the last few points, and we have to mention the work of setter Curtis as well, who worked very hard early in this fourth set to keep a ball alive with a diving play. He's also been able to get his offense rolling here, and hopefully Curtis can keep things going. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, Curtis, we were mentioning, Lindsay, you were saying that the relationship he has to those big hitters has really been obvious in this last little run of points. Great timing and a great execution.
Yeah, and if you can establish a middle connection early with your setter, it really makes a big difference, often giving the outside hitters one-on-one opportunities.
Terrian setting here and bouncing off the block and out is Seneca claiming that point. There's a big swing there by the left side hitter, Aiden Kilpatrick, I believe.
Looks like we have a bit of a substitution. Caden DeRoche is taking out Logan Vorster.
That might be only temporary.
Looks like Vorster's limping a little bit there.
And that serve is wide and celebrated again by the bench boys on Fanshaw. 10-5 for Fanshaw on the serving error by Seneca.
I love how the bench players get into it so much. It's like that seventh player on the court. It can really make a big difference, bringing the energy.
10-5 as Patterson serves it up for the Falcons. They go to the quick set. And
a nice swing.
Ooh. That is Jasper Kennedy, the big boy from Alberta, taking that quick set and putting it away. 10-6, Seneca's within 4. Caden DeRoche with the serve there, nicely passed, and Speaking of quicks, they call a touch on the block, and that point will go to Fanshaw. Nice little dump there by Crowther, and they did get a touch on it defensively. So the point goes to Fanshaw. 11-6 they lead. Crowther with a little floaty. And Terrian goes to the quick, to the middle, and it is enough to fool the Falcons defense. Not a lot of heat, but well placed. So 11-7. Seneca closes to within 4 as they take the serve back.
Again, a great swing by Jasper Kennedy, connecting with the setter. Really well done there.
Kennedy serve. A little miscommunication there, so Fanshaw ends up poking it over. And a bit of a free one
and
for
a huge block.
Seneca Sting, but Sam is shut down there.
Jacob Curtis taking that one.
That was Sam Blakeston swinging and being blocked at the net by the Falcons. They lead 12-7 now. Nice bit of defense by the Fanshaw setter.
Great pass. Oh, such a huge swing.
Great dig, bring it back. And a swing
Oh,
off the
and
defense.
a
end.
beautiful spot.
Well done, well placed, and rolls it off the defender. That one, Tanner Pearson, I believe. Tanner Patterson, pardon me. And 13-7 for Fanshaw over Seneca.
Oh, a little short serve there. Ooh!
They go to the quick set to Bofi Kongolo, the middle hitter, 6'5" middle hitter out of Brampton, and he makes no mistake with that. Notching another point for Seneca. They're down 13-8 though in this 4th game. Having lost the first 2 and won the 3rd one. Trying to stay alive in the bronze medal match. Ooh, a little trouble with it. Ball didn't come out all that clean, but they let it go.
Oh, and a tight set.
Yeah, a joust at the net. Seneca's got it under control, and a swing. No touch. Yes, there was a touch. Defensively, the referee gives it to Seneca on the point.
Oh, interesting. She called the net on that second ball.
Oh, yep, somebody's chest, I think.
A little bit of a touch on the net there. Not too much argument on that play, so I think they knew that was happening.
13-9. The Sting serve it wide. Give a point to Fanshaw for free. 14-9 now. Here's Tyler Gibson. Puts some good spin and heat on that. But Seneca goes to the quick. Nicely dug by the libero for Fanshaw. And now the left-handed swing. Some good defense on both sides.
Oh, and a nice execution.
Great defense on both sides there until Aiden Kilpatrick put that one down for the Seneca point.
Jason Bernal making a great decision to set his left side.
14-10 now. Seneca trails as they serve it up. Nice pass. Let's see what they do with it. What they do with it is tool it off the block. Nicely done there. Evan Kirkpatrick using the set and using the block. 15-10, Fanshaw over Seneca. There's some substitutions on both sides. McPhee coming in to serve, looks like. I guess they consider him a bit of a serving specialist. Jason McPhee.
Serving specialist, perhaps a little bit more effective on defense. Let's see what he can bring to the serving line.
Great dig by the setter. And
oh, what an amazing cross-court shot.
Gets the swing, and that was a beautiful cut shot with some mustard on it.
Painting that attack line and sideline.
Tanner Patterson with a big swing there. Beautiful. Beautiful point. Nicely done. Fanshaw leads 16-10.
Oh!
Great block there by Crowther. Oh, they set Congolo perfectly, but Crowther read it all the way and shut him down. 17-10, Fanshaw over Senica. And Seneca wants to talk about it as they take a quick timeout. We're watching OCAA volleyball here at Cambrian College in Sudbury. I'm Brendan Connor with longtime volleyball coach Lindsay Digby, and it looks like Fanshaw sort of got it together again in this fourth game.
Two big.
Yeah, it's coming along again.
Two
we have
very big points for the Fanshaw.
All right, let's go down to Chris St. Pierre on the sidelines. He's got something to tell us.
Two very big and important points for Fanshaw over this last stretch. First, Tanner Patterson, one of the premier offensive hitters in this entire collegiate league in Ontario. Patterson made a very difficult shot look almost easy, trying to hit it right behind the attack line on the left side of the court. And then Crowther, the blocking, again, coming in huge for Fanshaw here against the Seneca Sting. Back up to you guys.
Try to get back into this, and Fanshaw will try to continue the momentum. 17-10 they lead with McPhee serving again. Putting it in play, a little trouble on the pass there, and they will have a broken play. And they are calling for the touch at the net. They didn't get it from the referee, so give that point to Fanshaw, 18-10.
I think sometimes teams just cheer as loud as they can, hoping that the call is going to go in their favor, but I don't think that one was anywhere near a touch.
I think these serves, we were talking about serving specialists.
Again, out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Aiden Kilpatrick has swung long on that one, so he's having a little trouble with the range right now. 19-10, we talk about serving specialists, and McPhee is doing the work. I think these floaties are kind of tying up the passer.
Yeah, and this gym has a lot of air current, so it can really float at the last second. Oh, and a beautiful block.
Triple block
by
there.
Crowther.
Yeah, Crowther was up there. So was Kirkpatrick. So was Patterson. 20-10 for Fanshaw over Seneca.
Looks like we have two subs coming in. Kai Godet.
He's going to do the setting. Somebody else is going to do the setting as Tarian will sit down.
Yeah, and we also have Joshua Piera coming in. See if we can change the energy a little bit on court.
Yeah.
Good coaching decision, perhaps a little bit late at this point, but we'll see if we can change the flow and the energy on the court.
Meanwhile, McPhee still serving for the Falcons. Oh, I didn't think that hit the floor, but my vantage point is not as good as the referees.
Well, first official's calling a lift on that one as Evan Kirkpatrick enters the match again and right back out.
20-11 for Fanshaw over Seneca.
Interesting call by the first official. We haven't seen too many ball handling calls.
Congolo passing up the swing on that one and tapping it over. I thought Fanshaw brought it up, but referee didn't like the hands, so there's a big booming serve. The libero handles it though, and it'll be a swing for Patterson, and it's down. Only got a wrist on it. Not much Sam Blakeson could do. That was well placed, and it's 21-11. Fanshaw up by 10 and looking to roll toward the bronze medal here. Colin Hutchison back to serve for Fanshaw, looking to close it out maybe. Need 4 points for the win. Oh, big booming left hand, touched the tape, but Seneca
and a big block.
Had a big swing, but a big block there. Was that Crowther again?
It looks to be. The celebration says so.
Number 14, Jaden Crowther, shuts it down.
Last minute little touch, and what a great job by Crowther to push his hand towards the inside of the court. It's so easy to
get tooled.
Yeah. But he did a great job deflecting it back inside the court.
22-11 for the Falcons as they pound another serve in. Chases the setter out, and a big block at the net again by the Falcons defense.
Oh, it's up.
Oh, some good scrambly defense there. And Fanshaw's all over the net here, the net defense, I mean. And they're going to take another point there because Worcester had nowhere to go, really, and ended up trying to go around that block and missed the sideline. It's 23 for Fanshaw now, 11 for Senica.
Fanshaw really not letting anything hit the floor at this point.
That was some great defense by the Falcons, and they have a couple of subs in too. So Colin Hutchison, the left-hand rocket, causes some trouble on the pass. Yeah.
Whoop, but
they have a swing at it.
Oh,
Nicely
no!
done.
A little bit of a miss.
Bad hands by Curtis on that one. Yep. Maybe a sweaty ball. That's okay. The Falcons have a little huddle and say, shake that off. He's had great hands all game.
Yeah. Perhaps just a little too excited about wanting to dump that volleyball. Not the greatest decision, but
23-12 for Fanshaw. As Josh Pereira is back to serve and puts it into the net. 24, so Fanshaw is at match point now. 24-12 they lead.
And now we're seeing Nicholas Vanderloo enter the game.
Yeah, and Crowther getting a big hand from the crowd and from the bench. Jaden Crowther, a fifth-year man out of South Secondary in London. If this is his last college game, he played a heck of a game. As Fanshaw will look to close out the bronze medal here. Nope, serving error. Gives Seneca a 13th point and holds off Fanshaw from celebrating. They lead 24-13 in game number 4. Having won the first two, lost the third one. Look very much in control here in the fourth. Dump. And a big block to end it.
A big block by the rookie.
The new kid that comes in. A late substitution by the coach to get him on the floor. And he comes up with the block to close it out. 25-13. The Fanshaw Falcons win game 4. And they take the match 3-1. And they are the bronze medal champions in Ontario. Having had a great battle with Cambrian last night. They led 2-0, and then Cambrian came back to win. So disappointment for Fanshaw, but they rallied overnight, and they'll be happy with their bronze medal, Lindsay.
I think so. You know, they were here again last year, and it's always tough to play in this bronze medal match, but they were consistent. They didn't let sort of that chirpiness between the two teams that we saw early on get into their heads too much. Calm, cool, collected the rest of the sets, and came out successful here. Really
saw some great volleyball too. I mean, both teams, you know, playing for the bronze after disappointments last night, but I really enjoyed the quality of the volleyball, so, you know, defensive work, the setting work, the tough serving stuff, passing by the liberos on both teams, very, very good. So Fanshaw deserving winners, though, 3-1 in the bronze medal match. We're watching OCAA volleyball here at Cambrian College in Sudbury. Brendan Connor with Lindsay Digby as the handshakes continue at the net and the medal presentations are coming up. We'll be right back.
Their heads too much, calm, cool, collected the rest of the set, and came out successful.
Really saw some great volleyball too. Fanshaw's Jaden Crowther being honored as the player of the game for Fanshaw. And Jason Bernal was the player of the game for the Seneca Sting. Buffy Congolo getting one of the All-Stars for the provincial finals. Tanner Patterson, a big hitter at the nets for the Fanshaw Falcons in the Waterloo area. Tanner in his 5th year, so a nice way to go out with a bronze medal and an All-Star.
That's right, and I quite like that gold volleyball as well. Quite the keepsake.
It'll be in somebody's rec room soon.
That's right. You know what else is going to look nice in a rec room is that bronze medal.
That's the libero Carter Pitlick also getting an All-Star. Oh no, just getting, now they're getting their medals. So just 2 All-Stars from this bronze medal game. So these are the Fanshaw Falcons getting their bronze medals. Don't forget, at 5:30 we will have the gold medal game for the OCAA men's volleyball 25-26 season, and it's the hometown Cambrian College Shield. But a thrilling comeback last night, coming back to beat Fanshaw in 5 sets, and they will take on the Humber Hawks. Wayne Wilkins and his team, provincial champions last year, beating Cambrian here, and they will try to repeat as provincial champions. And of course, there's a trip to the Nationals on the line in that game this afternoon. The winner will go to Edmonton for the Nationals, but gold medal game coming up. Should be a good crowd here too, another hour or so, as the Cambrian fans will roll in and support their team against the always powerful Humber Hawks. Lindsay, when we talk about, you're a veteran volleyball coach, club coach here in Sudbury, and when we talk about what Dale Beausoleil and the Cambrian Shield have built up here, when I talk to other coaches from other schools, Seneca and Fanshaw included, they have a lot of respect for what's for volleyball in the Sudbury area.
Yeah, you know what? It's grown significantly the last couple of years, and Dale several years ago, had this idea of a club volleyball system, feeder system for the local college here, and it's grown significantly, and we're seeing that. Even with youth volleyball leagues starting up across the city, it's just a sport that is exploding across North America, but in Sudbury specifically, the club system here in town, primarily Northern Chill Volleyball Club, has over, gosh, I can't remember the exact number of teams now, but probably close to high 20s, low 30s number of teams, including the mini volleyball sessions, just to get the interest there for the young ones. And so every year we see growth in the sport, which is really exciting for big schools like Cambrian College and colleges across the province.
And I think it's nice that kids coming out of club volleyball can aspire to play at Cambrian, because it's a good program. Many of the kids on that Cambrian team are locally produced, and they could go away to bigger schools, but nothing wrong with playing for Cambrian, #1 ranked in Ontario on the season, and possible chance to go to the Nationals this year. So we'll have that game for you at 5:30.